Hi, my name is Liza Binti Rahman from Politeknik Muadzam Shah, Pahang, Malaysia. As we can see on the screen, my research topic is analyzing the Riasec model on critical thinking in the era of Industrial Revolution 4.0. In my presentation, I will focus on introduction, background of study, problem statement, objective, literature review, hypothesis, methodology, result and discussion, and also conclusion. For introduction, Industrial Revolution or IR 4.0 will fundamentally change the nature of work, business, and society in the upcoming decade. The demand for renewed skills has resulted in a downturn across various sectors, as only individuals with certain competency and high education level will be able to navigate and control these technologies. Malaysia has recognized IR 4.0 as a primary catalyst for enhancing the country's productivity. For background of study, I focus on IR 4.0 competency and also Riasec model. In terms of IR 4.0 competency, the global youth unemployment rate is reported to be higher than the global unemployment rate. Youth unemployment or joblessness is a critical issue that affects the country's growth because the impact of unemployment is closely related to future poverty. An initiative to uplift people from the grips of poverty is a moving parallel with competencies that are fulfill the requirement of technological advancement. The World Economic Forum 2016 identified competencies that have transformed the work environment across diverse industries, with placing frequent emphasis on the critical thinking competency. In terms of Riasec model, this study inspired by Holland theory that using the Riasec model to reflect on the interest and ability of an individual and the environment. Riasec is acronym to realistic, investigative, artistic, social, enterprising, and conventional. Holland theory is a prominent theory that centers on individuals' tendency to seek and create work environment that allow to show the work character. The problem statement highlighted by these studies are: Malaysia was ranked at third highest in youth unemployment rate in ASEAN after Indonesia and Philippines. Low-skilled workers or blue-collar employees in certain industries are prone to facing employment problems during IR 4.0. This condition became worse when almost 60% of the Malaysian job market was dominated by low and medium-skilled workers from low-income groups. Therefore, this study is motivated to examine the effect of Riasec model on critical thinking competency among low-income groups to answer the question how Riasec model affect critical thinking competency among low-income groups. In terms of literature review, this study focused on the literature regarding the Riasec model, which is realistic, investigative, artistic, social, enterprising, and also conventional type. In terms of critical thinking competency, this study only focused on the critical thinking competency because critical thinking is categorized as a competency that are difficult to acquire in this age. Competencies such as critical thinking become employability competencies in the TVET area. Also, the requirement of critical thinking competency align with the IR 4.0, especially in the field of engineering. Therefore, this study construct the following conceptual framework that focus on 6 hypotheses that consist of the Riasec types has a positive effect on the critical thinking competency. Next, we move to the methodology of the study. The target population for the study is the degree student from the Politeknik Malaysia. And the sampling frame for the study is degree student from Politeknik Malaysia, which are PUO, PISAS, PSA, and PIS, who are undergoing the WBF program. Sampling technique employed for the study is the purposive sampling technique because the sample size is focused on the student from degree program at PUO, PISAS, PSA, and PIS who are undergoing the WPL program among low-income group. Based on the G-power analysis, the sample size of 98 is considered adequate for continuous studies. For method of study, the study employed the quantitative research method, and the data were collected using questionnaire for 5-point Likert scale questionnaire, and also the data was analyzed by using the PLS-SAM software. For the data analysis, this study focused to analyze the measurement model analysis and the structural model analysis. For measurement model analysis, the evaluation involved the convergent validity and the discriminant validity. To test the convergent validity, several items such as vector loadings, composite reliability or CR, and average variance extracted or AVE were considered. The threshold value for vector loadings and AVE is greater and equal to 0.5, and the CR value is greater and equal to 0.7, as recommended by Shah et al. As you can see in the slide, the value of loadings, CR, and AVE is achieve the threshold value as recommended. Thus, the item will confirm as an accurate reflection of the defined construct, thereby confirming the reliability of the measurement scale developed. In terms of discriminant validity, the model evaluated using the HTMT value. As you can see, the result shows that all the value of HTMT are below than 0.90 as recommended by Shah et al. Therefore, the model satisfies this criterion. In terms of structural models, this study used the bootstrapping procedure to test the hypothesis. Based on the result, 6 hypotheses were tested and only 4 were found to be supported, which are H2, H4, H5, and H6. The supported hypothesis is considered when the p-value is greater and equal to 1.645 and the p-value is lower and equal to 0.005. Next, for discussion. The insignificant effect shown by the realistic and artistic type on the critical thinking competency was related to the misunderstandings or misconception about the basic level of critical thinking aspect among the samples. Also, the insignificant effect is related to the difficulties faced by the WBL student during training program, and the significant effect shown by the investigative, social, enterprising, and professional types has strongly related to the sample of study, which is TVET students from the Politeknik Malaysia who are undergoing the WBL program. For managerial implication, this study contributes to the Malaysian government in implementing a holistic and effective training program for the targeted group. The framework design is valuable for address skill mismatch issue that may occur in various situations, including over or under qualification mismatch, the field of study mismatch, or career mismatch. The limitation of study is involved the sample that homogeneous. The study only focus on TVET program in Malaysia, involving degree students from Malaysia Politeknik, and the majority of the sample was from the same background of the field of study, for example, engineering field. For research direction, future researchers should utilize data from the wider variety of institutions, for example, university student or training center outside the Malaysian context. The sample to be involved need to have a work experience to ensure questionnaire answer without bias. For conclusion, Industry 4.0 involves more than just investing in technology for manufacturing efficiency. It is also about equipping society with skills beyond the capability of robots. Hence, it is crucial for individuals to possess the right competency in this era. Therefore, critical thinking is considered as very important that to be possessed by students to deal with competitive work challenges, particularly among students from low-income groups. That's all from me. Thank you.